kept you in.
Alright, we're live.
Good afternoon, Sharks. We are Cooking Buddy and I am Emma.
My name is Dylan.
And my name is Maddie.
Unfortunately, one of our team members was unable to make it today.
So last year I attempted making chocolate chip cookies, but instead ended up making one giant one. Thinking it would be perfectly fine without any problems, I added all the mix and assembled one humongous cookie. I put the cookie in for the time that the recipe said, but when it was time to take the cookie out, the cookie was no longer recognizable as a cookie. Instead, it looked like charcoal. This just shows how much knowledge people don't have for the simple tasks that we can even do.
Did you know that 1 in 3 uni students cannot even boil an egg? Or that 6 out of 7 high school students don't even cook their own meals? So kids at the age 6 to 16 aren't getting the proper cooking knowledge and skills that are necessary.
So our team at Cooking Buddy wants to design an easy guide to help children in grades 3 to 6 develop their basic cooking skills by creating a trustworthy website with fun, nutritious recipes. We strive to help the younger generation establish a better understanding on how to cook in a healthy and safe environment. By doing so, our website will include safety videos and some fun and easy recipes to help children of the future.
Our team created a survey and sent it to the grades 7 to 12 in our school, asking some simple questions on cooking. On these questions were, do you burn your toast? And our results show that just over half don't burn their toast. Although this is a minor problem, it proves to us that the skills in our generation just aren't there.
We are hoping that you Sharks decide to invest in our idea. We would use the money in order to pay a website developer to create an up and running website for us, as we ourselves do not have the required skills for that.
Once the website is up and running, we will start a Facebook page where we will add updates and information about Cooking Buddy, in which we will advertise throughout schools.
We have created a demo website on the board. The money that you provide us will help us pay for an easy, accessible website for kids. In order to make money from this idea, we will have a monthly subscription of $4.99. We are Cooking Buddy and we hope you decide to invest in our idea to help the children of the future.
Awesome.
Oh, well done. Nice start after lunch, though.
First off, I would like to say great presentation.
Oh, thank you.
I myself come from a cooking family and I can't cook. So that just shows where I got Mauritian background, so I'm meant to be like a genius, right?
Yeah.
To answer your question about the website, check out Squarespace. I've built like 5 websites and it doesn't require any coding.
Okay.
So it's like super easy, click and add and all that. So, but overall, I like your idea.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Squarespace.
Squarespace.
Sponsor radio though. To throw hurdles at you, one of the biggest issues that you're going to have is content and keeping it fresh. And like any of these things, if you don't have that ability to keep adding to it and keeping it new and fresh, you know yourselves, you go there once, you go, this is cool, and then you go back there next week and it's exactly the same. You'll go, oh, and then it dies off real quickly.
Yeah, sure.
So I think working out how you're going to source your content and keep it fresh is something that you'll have to work out, and how to pass on that knowledge by making it fun and engaging. So yeah, I like the concept. I think you discovered a need, a problem. They're all challenges that I think you're going to have.
Good concept. Again, your presentation was really good. 3 of you were engaging, friendly, happy, obviously believe in it, you like it. You seem like you're a good team, you work well together. That was obvious to me, so that gets me interested. Other than that, I don't have any suggestions about the concept in terms of content, and that I agree. That will be something that needs to be fresh to keep people coming back. $4.99
Yeah, monthly subscription.
monthly subscription. Okay, seems reasonable.
Okay, so you're a content platform for these younger kids.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're doing video content mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to be producing a lot of content. I've been doing that quite a bit lately, and I've used the analogy candy. So the internet's like candy. You give a bit of social media a bit of candy, and then it dies off really quickly. So you have to keep feeding the internet candy to keep that traction going. So yeah, you'd have to be pumping out a lot of content quite a bit. But that's just my personal opinion.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that will be your biggest challenge. So planning and forward planning, always looking at what else you can be adding in and what next. So, have your planning way ahead for what's going up on a daily basis or weekly basis, depending on how often you're going to schedule new posts or new pages.
What's your target market again? Was it
Kids 6 to 16.
16? 6 to 16. Okay, so most of them are all on social media. So yeah, I would recommend Facebook to start and validate. Have you done any type of validation?
Yeah, we did make a Facebook page and then we changed our idea.
You did a pivot.
Yeah, so we did have one, but now we don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely start that up.
Yeah, and just keep producing content. That's my advice. Use your current skills and see what feedback you get from that.
Get a budget happening. Like you had a good question for us. You need money for creation of the website. That's specific, but give us some numbers too, and maybe for yourselves, work out some costings. If you're going to need to, like Macca says, keep the content going, how much is that going to cost you in the future? Are you going to have to buy it, or is someone just giving it, and who's going to upload it? That sort of thing. How much is it going to cost you to run it? Is $4.99 enough?
Yeah, or how many people are you going to need to be subscribing at $4.99 a month to give you enough income to keep it? You'll always run behind at the start. Because you're investing in the idea and investing in the business. But then once you're starting to earn money, yes, what kind of ongoing costs you're going to have, and what and therefore how much you're going to advertise or need to advertise to get the market, the customers there to support that.
Couple little last little things. So there's a saying: the light bulb was invented 23 times before Edison commercialised it. So you might, before you're able to commercialise this, whether it's Facebook or not, you might need to get a following going, and then you start charging a subscription, or then you go to White Wings or Sunny Queen Eggs and those people to advertise on, we're using these Sunny Queen Eggs. So whatever it might be, to actually work out how you get some money from the value that you're providing. And then the other thing is, I'd go, what stops me from Googling YouTube and saying how to boil an egg? Do those sorts of things, and maybe even testing some of your content. If you're going to do it in a cool, funky way or whatever, put a small YouTube ad up, to test the content of a particular style or whatever. And if it becomes engaging, then you can sort of centralise it into a website rather than going straight out all into a website.
I think you've identified a good problem, and I think you got the wrong demographic. 6 to 16, I don't see these kids getting involved. Okay, I don't want to be the dark guy in the room, but to get on and learn how to cook, because mom's going to cook for them at that point. If I went 18 to 25, I might have a different conversation with people who've got to get out there and feed themselves, because now they've got a need. So I'm wondering if there's I don't know. I tend to try to find some concept that I could express, like well-fed or something like that for me, that says yum, cheap, quick, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that then you might also have people who got to be quite good at it, teaching kids. That would be an interesting content. I don't think anybody's doing that. Simple little things. Because otherwise I think 6 to 16-year-olds, maybe there's an interface with parents where parents could get involved in this and start to share, the fun of being in the kitchen and cooking, and it's sort of here's one tab, help mom, Sunday dinner, you can be part of it, that kind of thing. So activities like that, because I do agree, and most people have no idea where the food comes from. That's a whole other thing but I like your idea, Patrick, that, the egg producers or the food producers, if you start aggregating people like that, you might want to talk to the app guys, who are,
The pantry guys.
Pantry guys. Because, being healthy and feeding yourself is such a basic. And I think for young people starting off, whether they're in university or whether they're starting in jobs, They need help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
My boys are 26, 23 now, and they ring me to check for a recipe when they want to cook for their girlfriends. Okay, I need to impress this girl, Mum. Now, I'm just checking about that risotto recipe. I need this and this and this right, and what else?
Right.
You know, it's just an angle that you can take for you know, wanting to share something, you know. So
It's always risotto.
it's risotto, yeah. It's always and marketing's always the challenge in these sorts of things. People can have great ideas, but unless you can get out there and sell them and entice people to buy them, they remain an idea. So think about how you're going to engage your audience. Choose the right audience, and then think about how you're going to engage that audience and then market to the audience. But giving you $20 to actually help you towards all of that market research type stuff that you've got to do there.
I'd like you to encourage to stay with the 6 to 16. I don't want to disagree, but got a bit of experience with youth work, and there's a lot of kids at that age group that are at home alone these days, more so than 20 years ago. So I think possibly you've got either 2 businesses or 2 different platforms. Because I've got a 20-year-old daughter that rings my wife all the time because my wife's an awesome cook and does that same thing. But I'm also very aware there's a lot of kids home alone these days in that young age group. So I think there's good potential there. Look at both of them. Like you've just been given 2 businesses in one. I've got some money to help you out with that as well. $19
I'm going to put
because I hate the ones.
40. Just on the topic of content, my little sister, I think she's 9 years old. She watches the same YouTube channel over and over and over, and I just think like that target market is perfect because they're doing like crafting videos, face painting stuff. She's watching all this beauty stuff, so I think it's a good target audience. You just got to make sure the content is entertaining, and then you'll have lots of retention because they just want to keep watching it.
Yeah.
So there's 40. That should cover the website on Squarespace. I'm not sponsored, but if you type the code "GIVE-ME10", you give me 10% discount.
Lovely work.
Well done, guys. Good presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
Got some cash and shake some hands.
Actually, I wrote down that I was going to give you 30, so I've got to give you another 10. That's 29. Change to 29. Get rid of those ones. Thank you. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
G'day.
That's all yours.
Science experiments
That's all yours.
or